Hello Leo, my name is Agatha and this is the tarot reading for the month of October 2016. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I'm going to use this month of October the mini Rider-Waite and I'm going to use the Celtic Cross spread, which is a 10 card reading, and I've already laid out the cards. In the significator you have the Six of Swords, which is the significator or the general theme for the month of October for you, Leo. This could be a trip for some of you, and because I already know the rest of the cards, this trip might be connected with healing yourself or helping healing others. This trip might be connected with health issues. Maybe you have to travel in order to heal yourself if you're sick. I hope not. Or you might have to travel to help someone maybe within your family who's sick, who's ill, and you need to go near him or her to help him or her recover, because he or she might be sick. This could also be not a physical trip, but more something that you do to help heal yourself. Okay, so it's a emotional healing, a spiritual healing, or you might be working on a project, a creative project that will help you heal also. Not just you, maybe help heal other people. Just a moment. Continuing, Leo, the reading. So in the position, Leo, for October 2016, in the position of that which is yet not seen, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a major arcana card. You have two major arcana cards. So for some, because it's very little, it's two major arcana cards they are really transformative when they show up. One is this one, the other one is death. So for some Leos, October might be a big transformational month. For others, not necessarily. So in the position of something which is yet not seen is that there might be a big transformation, a big change, which can kind of happen overnight in your life. Something which you kind of happens out of the blue. The wheel is always turning. Okay, so if you read this in a positive way, let's say you are working on a creative project, a spiritual creative project that helps yourself heal, your inner child, and also others heal. This project might have the ability of completely transforming your life. Let's say that you are unknown, and because of this project suddenly everyone's speaking of you, and everybody knows your name. So it has many different things, many different ways of viewing this. If you are if you are traveling in order to go and help someone who's ill, again, this is a transformative trip in your life. Or if you are ill yourself, this is a illness that will transform you completely. And I'm thinking not just in terms of your external life, but your inner life, the way you are emotionally and spiritually. So even if everything outside stays the same job, the same work, the same people, the same marriage, the same husband or wife, inside there's a big transformation. Okay, in the position of the root for the month, or the basis for the month, you have the High Priestess. So I can read this in many different ways. If you are ill, you have decided not to tell anyone. It could be that you have decided to keep it a secret. If someone is ill for a long time, for a while, that person had decided to keep it a secret, didn't tell you or told you, and now in October 2016 you find out that he or she is ill, and maybe you were in a fight with him or her, and you decide to end that fight and go and help him or her. It could be that. I have another card that tells me about the fight. Another way of reading it: you're working on a project, on a creative project. It has nothing to do with your work. It's something that you're doing for yourself. And you're doing it secretly, not telling anyone. This creative project might be connected, because there's another card telling me that either with your childhood, or a child connected with you, related to you, maybe a child whom you lost, or something with connected with spirituality, religion. I'm thinking more spirituality, you know, the mystic arts, you know, even I thought channeled writing, you know, something to do with that, but something that helps heal the inner child, something which is spiritual in nature, and it could be all sorts of things. And you're working on that, it could be working on that, you know, secretly. In the position of the past influencing the present, you have the Five of Wands. So I can read this again in many different ways. If you were ill and you found out like a few months ago, you struggled with yourself. Do I tell the other people? Do I tell my family, my husband, my wife, my friends, whomever, that I'm ill? And you really struggled because you didn't know if you should tell them or not that you were sick. That's one way of reading it. The other way is that I'm sorry. You were actually in a fight, in a conflict with someone, and this is the person who's ill, and you were in the conflict with this person. And the Queen of Cups, that's who showed up at the end of the reading. So you were in the conflict with this person, but now you find out this person, man or woman, from your family, I would say family, is ill, and you decide to, you know, leave the conflict behind and go in and help her or him. Another way, this is inner conflict. And you're fine, you're not sick, you're not ill, everything is fine. But there's like something inside of you. There's a source of conflict inside of you, and you want to heal that. You want to move away from that. You might be using a personal creative project in order to move away from this restlessness inside of you, or from some sort of issue that happened in your life, which kind of puts you in this sort of state of inner struggle. You want to be more peacefully. You want to move out from that type of feeling and move into more calm inner waters. In the position of what's on your mind and what you want, it depends, you know. You have another major arcana card, it's death. Don't freak out. No. It could be that what you want is a major transformation in your life. You want to leave your old life and move on to a different life. If you are working on a creative project, this is what you want. You want your project to help you completely transform your life. If you are ill, you want to heal, because the death card is moving from one situation into another. This is not death itself, okay? In a more negative way, that might be the thing which is in your mind. Let's say you are afraid this illness might kill you. If the other person is ill, you are afraid what's in your mind is that fear that the other person might be dead. Don't think that way, okay? If this project, which is creative, which is writing a book or painting or a series of paintings or drawing or whatever, or making music or whatever, Leo, you're using your creativity. What's in your mind might be connected with a child, because there's another card telling me that maybe you lost a child in the past, and that's what's on your mind, the death of a child in the past, and you want to move on from that, and you want to heal yourself. And you do it by the use of a creative project, and by doing that you will also be helping others, you know, heal those who have had a similar experience to yours. So what's on your mind? It's leaving this old phase behind and moving on to a new phase in your life. In the position of the near future, Leo, for October 2016, you have the Seven of Swords. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords signifies half victory, half loss. If you are working on a project, no creative project, you soon realize that you will not be able to do if it's a book, to write everything exactly the way you wanted to write. If you're painting, you cannot paint everything exactly the way you wanted to paint. You have to sacrifice something in order to that project to be born. There's some sort of sacrifice that you need to make. You don't like that sacrifice, kind of don't feel, it's felt like a defeat somehow, but there's something that needs to be sacrificed in order for this project to come to life. If you are telling someone about this project, they will be very smug. You cannot do that. Don't tell anyone, okay? So if it's your own project, keep it quiet. Keep it quiet, don't tell anyone. If it's an illness and you're starting the treatment now, maybe you found out like a month or two ago, and you're starting the treatment now, the news that you have is that the disease is being fought, and you've defeated the illness somehow, but not completely. It's not a complete win, not yet, but not yet, okay? This is just October, okay? Or if it's an illness connected with someone in your family, it's the same type of information. You started, the treatment is going well. It didn't exactly do everything that we hoped that it would do, but part of the illness got defeated. So it's in the beginning, okay? It's the beginning stages of completely defeating this whatever illness that you have or the other person has, or a sacrifice which is required for you to make your project come alive. The card which symbolizes you, Leo, is the Three of Pentacles. So maybe you are talking with doctors, you are talking with persons, with people of authority, and you're talking about your illness, you're talking about the illness of the other person, and like you exchanging information. It could be that. If you're working on a project, on a creative project, you're working very diligently. You might be asking the opinions of others, like on the internet, on forums, but to me it's like more you're working diligently in this project, whatever this project is. And the position of the environment which surrounds you, how others perceive you, you have the Six of Cups. So others might be perceiving you as someone who's very generous because you dropped everything to come and help someone who needed your help. It could be that. Or others want to help you. Maybe you're trying to keep your illness a secret and others found out and they want to help you. Everyone wants to help you. Your family members, your old friends, and they want to help you either to deal with this illness, or you are helping someone in your family and they want to help you also. If you are working on a creative project, it's something which is not just for you, it's for others also, and you're being very, very generous. And this creative project that can be somewhat mystical, might be connected with children. Maybe you lost someone, maybe you lost a child, and this you're talking about your experience, and this will also serve to somehow heal others. In the position of fears, hopes and advice, you have the Page of Cups. I'm going to read this as an advice. The advice is, maybe you're working on a new creative project, yes, but it's the type of the type of thing you never worked on before. Maybe you paint a certain type of way, maybe even like a hobby, okay? But this new thing in which you are working on demands that you paint in a different way, in a different medium. It's something which you never tried before. The advice is go for it. If you are ill or somebody else is ill, people are trying to help you. People are being generous with you. People want to offer their help, either to help you or help the other person. Whatever help is given to you, accept it. Accept the love which is given to you. In the position of the outcome, you have the Queen of Cups. Now, this might represent someone, a motherly figure, could be a fatherly figure. I don't know, because this is a very general reading. Could be the man or a woman from a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, after the in his or her late 30s or after the age of 40. Not necessarily, could be someone younger, but I'm thinking someone older, someone who's ill, someone who might be mentally ill, because this also could be that. Someone, no, if it came out reversed, it could be mentally ill, but I don't read reversal, so I can tell you the all sorts of ways you can read this card. So some sort of mental illness, not necessarily, some sort of illness. So this person could be a motherly figure, a fatherly figure, who needs help, and he or she is very intuitive, very mystical. Again, in a negative way, could have mental issues, but all sorts of other issues. Someone who's loving, also someone who's generous. In a negative way, this person could be like the opposite of generous, could be like the opposite of loving, could be the type of person who's a narcissist, you know. So let's say that this person is that sort of man or woman, a narcissist, a complete selfish person. Either way, you drop everything to help him or her, and everyone is seeing that, seeing that you're helping this person, this family member. What else? I'm not seeing exactly like that. It might be one of the meanings, but I'm not seeing exactly that way. This person is also very mystical, so you might be representing this energy. You are writing about something connected with the esoterical arts, with mysticism, with spirituality, anything, tarot, astrology, runes, anything that, you know, connects the visible realm with the invisible realm. You know, it's a spiritual project. It's a project connected with spirituality. It could be psychic, you know, it could be, you know, channel writing, channeled painting, something like that. Anything to do with mysticism, and you're working on that sort of creative project, and it's something new which you've never tried before. Okay, so it's kind of mixed, you know, and this is just for October. Okay, so don't freak out. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to dunyasa@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.